Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a week in the house. And I still forgot to change the header, but I'm going to carry on anyway. I'm going to try and do this all in one take. This, as you can probably tell, the artwork I was going to be using for another series. My How to Mod EU3, which has been put off so long that EU4 is now out. But anyway, what this is going to be is, a lot of people have asked me to do things along the lines of... I should put videos up when I'm going to be streaming to let you guys know. I should probably do videos for the old channel showing all the videos that I am putting up on this new one, because despite the fact I've been going for however long on this new channel now, a lot of people still haven't moved over, and then when I actually do speak to them and they do come over, they're sort of like, oh, I never knew. Never knew. I physically messaged every single one of my old subscribers twice, but anyway, it's easily missed. YouTube isn't actually the best method of communicating with people unless you're specifically doing the videos. So, yes, this will be going up on the old channel as well as the new. Also, there's a few other things like channel news. Instead of doing individual videos of that, this is going to be coming into here. Any time you want to ask me a question, it's going to be coming into here. And I'm also going to do at the end what I call a spotlight. But anyway, I was going to go through that a lot slower. I haven't fully figured out what I'm going to be doing this yet, but for this episode we are going to have 4 segments. And over here is where, when it's working properly, you'll have like an index, and you'll be able to jump between the segments, and the sub-segment to them segments down here is going to be like a little notes thing that comes up. But at the moment, this is actually, you guys can't see because I've sort of like cut the window, but this is being made in Adobe Photoshop. And I don't mean like, I did the artwork in it. I mean, I'm sort of screen capturing Adobe Photoshop so that I can flick between certain views. Not ideal, but yeah, that's going to be the introduction. A week in the house is going to be where I put all my information for this channel, where I let you know about streams and everything like that. Now, the first segment, which I think we're going to keep this all the way through, is going to be a roundup of what videos I have put on the previous week. Now, is this going to work? Come on. Yay! It actually came up. Probably going to end up looking something like this. Hopefully these will be animated in the videos themselves. They will be annotations to take you through. Now, if you notice there's empty spaces here. Well, they shouldn't be. There should be annotations on there, because over the past week we've had... the series that we've had running anyway was Prison Architect Alpha 12, which the more and more I look at it, the more and more when I change that typeface, especially like a more blueprinty one, it's completely illegible and you can't see Alpha 12 or the number, so that'll probably have to be addressed. We've had our Tropico 4 Let's Play going on, Rise to Power. In fact, I think we'll be coming close to the end of that first episode of Rise to Power, and we're moving on to the next mission soon. We've also had what was supposed to be our first Let's Stream, Brittany from Brittany to the East in CK2, however, it didn't end up being much of a Let's Stream. It's been more of a Let's Play with 2 episodes going up a day, because, well, we've had the problem with the episodes that have ended, and I think down the bottom here will be the series that have recently ended. We had a Mountain Blade Let's Play, we had a Crusader Kings 2 Let's Play, in the North Republic of Ireland, and we also had a Civ Let's Play. Now, we've also had votes for the new Crusader Kings 2 Let's Play and the new Civ Let's Play. We also have had a Let's Stream. Now, that video should have gone public recently, and the first episode, and well, taking you to the playlist actually, will be here, hopefully. Only the first episode of the Let's Stream will be going live on the channel. This is to try and not spam your sub boxes, because I already know how annoying it can be to try and find things in there, especially with this new feed system and not the page system. I preferred it when it had, like, you had your pictures on the old sys page going across there. In fact, I recently shared that link to some of you guys who was having problems, and now it's stopped working. Yay, it now redirects to the one I don't like. There's a reason I kept the old link, but let's move on anyway. So that I don't spam your subbox, I'll only put the first of a recording sessions video public of a Let's Stream, and then we'll have all the others in a playlist, but they'll be available as soon as they're recording and uploaded. So, quick roundup, we've had the 3 Let's Plays that we've currently got going, Prison Architect, Tropico, and Crusader Kings 2 from Brittany to the East. We'll be starting, by the way, these votes will be coming to an end as and when I start the recording, which should be today for one of them, and probably tomorrow for the next one. So they'll be getting started very, very soon. So if you haven't yet, jump over, get your votes. Remember, guys, If you specifically want a, like for instance, a civilization in Civilization, you can also downvote all the others. It's very close. In fact, there's quite a few ties at the moment, which is... I'm not sure what to do with a tie yet, so if you want to go downvote the other ones, it would make things probably simpler for me. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the weekly roundup. The next segment is for the live streams, and I still haven't quite figured out how I'm going to be doing this, which is why there's the different styles of font here. I wouldn't mind you guys letting me know which one's clearer. I also think that the writing here is probably a bit dark, but I'm not too sure. Now, all these times are listed in my local time, which is actually GMT +2 at the moment, because we're in British summertime, so any calculations you want to work out on when you would be, you know, if you're in Pacific Standard Time, say that's -8, it will mean that there's actually a 10-hour difference. So 9 o'clock here would actually be 11 o'clock over there? I'm probably getting that wrong, but all my times will be listed in my local time. When this is actually done properly, I should put on GMT +2, but it looks like I've forgotten that, or +1 when we get back to, you know... Oh no, wait. I'm not +2, I'm +1. I am GMT +1 at the minute, and I'll be going back to GMT in the winter. So, no, they're all listed in GMT +1 at the moment. Sorry about that, guys. I'll get it right eventually. And these are the times where I will be available to live stream. As you guys may know who do who have been there, I do live stream on twitch.tv/DrNickDoom, but my times are a little bit erratic because it's not my full-time job. In fact, at the moment I make no money from doing YouTube videos whatsoever, or live stream or anything like that. I don't believe I've got any of my videos monetized. My old channel I physically wasn't allowed to after being allowed to for about a week, which part of the reason why I've moved, but we get later discuss that. Now, I would like your guys' opinions in the comments on which of these time zones you would think best, because this is the times where I'm able to stream, but it's also the times I'm able to record. And some things I need to record out of a live stream, some things I can record in a live stream. So, for instance, if you guys tell me, we could all make it to Wednesday, but I can't make it to Thursday, Tuesday, or Monday, then I'll make sure that I actually try to live stream on the day where you guys will be available. You try and make sure that most of you are available to it. Hopefully, when I put times up like this, it'll actually be more that I'll be live streaming between them times all the time. But it's not always going to be the case. So always, let me know which ones it is. Hopefully, also at the side here, I've rushed this, so I haven't quite got it. But like, say, knew I was going to be doing Civ here, then I'd have the time, GMT plus whatever, and then the actual game that I'd be playing, so you'd even know that. Or something along the lines. As I said, the format of this hasn't been fully worked out yet, and you can see the crappy blue bars which show off which bits pages that I'm cutting in and out. Also, on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, I'll possibly be available on a TeamSpeak server. Now, another YouTuber named by Nearby Gamer also does Twitch, obviously, or not obviously, but he does, as a TeamSpeak server, which he said that other YouTubers and streamers can use for their streams. Now, I keep meaning to get my computer set up so I can do that properly, on my side, so I can hear this Twitch chat, sorry, not Twitch chat, but TeamSpeak chat without it coming through. I need to set up audio repeaters, and shouldn't take me too long to do. It's just remembering to do it, and I always remember to do it when I'm doing something else, like right now, which means I'll probably forget by the time we get to the end of this, but I'll be available on that. Hopefully there'll be, I haven't written it in here, in the link in the description below, there will be information on how to get onto that TeamSpeak server. It is password protected, and there is an IP, but it is a token password, basically, so that people don't just randomly join you. I have to know why you're joining. If I am on there, of course, I'll be called DrNickDoom. If there's a number of you that do come on while I'm there, there are other rooms that we can go to so we don't disrupt the normal chat if you want to ask me any questions or anything like that. Or you can even stop by and watch Nearby stream, hopefully on one of these days when I do stream, one of these 2 days, we'll try and do a raid of his stream on the end of it if I'm streaming on one of these two, because he starts at 8 o'clock. I finish at 8 o'clock. I'm sure I can stay on long enough just to do a little raid there. And I want to start doing raids on Twitch because it's a way of getting known in the community, and so far every time I've done them, one of them I did it, the guy was too big and he didn't notice, I just sort of confused him. And the other one that we did, he was small enough that he should have noticed, but he was playing, not talking, and just basically breathing through the mic. Which is why I might aim for some of the larger Twitch people, just so I know they're a little bit more professional, but we'll also, if you're there at the end of a live stream, then we'll pick who we're going to go to. Because hopefully, you guys might be moving straight on someone else anyway, so we can raid that one. Anyway, that's the end of the live streaming segment. Now, the next thing is house news. Or what will hopefully be house news / viewers' questions. Now, I'm going to be using this entire segment this time round to address a word. Now, the word is infidel. The reason I'm addressing this is because in the voting videos for the Crusader Kings 2 mod, Let's Play, I had someone comment, and I've had 2 people now PM me as well about this, and I've apparently caused offence by using the term infidel. And I've tried explaining to them, but anyone who's tried talking to me in any text chat knows I am not the best person to talk to that way. I do struggle to get myself across, I struggle with my spelling, and very dyslexic to a point where I can write something down and it looks right to me, and then I'll click send and go, that's not what I thought I wrote. But either way, now, I'm using the term infidel, and I can't see how it causes offence. Now, let's see. Infidel is a noun. It is a person who does not believe in a religion or who adheres to another religion than one's own. So, not yours. As an adjective, it is adhering to a religion other than one's own. Other synonyms for that would be unbeliever, faithless, unfaithful, incredulous. Now, this is basically what comes up when you go onto Google. I've also checked on the Oxford English Dictionary and Webster's and some others. It's an English language word, which has its very own, let's see, the etymology of a word. It actually originates from a French word or Latin word, as a lot of English words do, and basically means from not faithful. From it means more in faith as in trust. However, a faith, you have faith in the religion, and that's where it sort of meets. That's how the meaning of faith has been translated, for the word, basically. It's been often used for Christians to describe Muslims to describe Christians, or Gentiles to describe Jews. That's sort of, it's very it fits the time well for Crusader Kings 2 games, which is another reason why I use it. This is the later end of it, the 1500s and stuff, but I'm sure it was used back then as well. And as far as I can believe, again, it's always sort of meant someone who doesn't believe in your religion. And that's all it has really ever meant. And I can't see why that was causing offence. However, we're talking to a friend, I realised that I actually originally planned for these things to go side by side, so it probably explains why why the space was taken up like that. It is also, infidel, is also, which is what that means, a commonly used translation for an Arabic word. Now, when he told me that, it sort of hit home that the 3 people who I'd apparently offended told me that they was Muslims. So, obviously, even though I believe at least the one who was commenting, I think he's English as well. I don't know, because obviously you can't really find that out just from a guy's YouTube channel. But the way he was talking, I think, and most of the fact that most of my subscribers are either English or American, Canadian. There's a good number of you over in Europe as well. Shout out to the Netherlands, Germany, and all of the Scandinavias, because that's where most of you seem to come from. But it's often used as a translation for this Arabic word, kafar, a noun, a person who is not a Muslim. Which you can sort of see the similarities, from a Muslim person's point of view, then any kafar is an infidel, I guess. Because if you're a Muslim and they're not, then the word infidel would apply. However, the etymology of the wrong thing there of the word kafar is a lot more complicated. This is very briefed and dumbed down. The word kafar is sort of comes from the Arabic root of to cover. As a pre-Islamic term, it describes farmers burying seeds in the ground, covering them with soil while planting. Thus, the word kafar implies the meaning a person who hides or covers. I still didn't quite see a fence there, but then I sort of went on as I was reading up on other things as well. The Oxford Dictionary of Islam gives the word kafar meaning unbeliever. The first appearance of this is to Meccans who refuse to submit to Islam. The term implies an active recantation of the divine revelation in Islam. And in Islam, the parlance of kafar is used as a word to describe one who rejects Islam, his faith. Hides or covers, going back to the first bit, the truth, as they see it. Sorry for the bike noise, I'm trying to do this in one take, so I'm going to have to leave that in. Also, where is it? I'm trying to remember. In Islam, truth, kafar, where is it? Okay. Kafar also, which says another root of an Arabic word, which also means disbeliever, thanklessness, ungrateful, disown and deny. Now, them words could have more of a negative condensation, so I can see why if you're thinking that infidel is a complete, proper and acceptable translation for kafar, you might have taken offence. However, I'm using an English language word as an English speaker, and that's what infidel means. This is what the Arabic word, which, as I said, infidel is often used as a translation of, but it isn't a perfect translation. Instead, it actually comes from the word to cover, and infidel comes from a completely different root in the Latin language. Now, the last segment that I wanted to do on this particular show is a spotlight of other people's either channels or artwork or anything, just something so that this whole thing isn't about me and my channel. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to spotlight a friend's channel, which is Sam Hobbins Guitar. Now, I constantly tell him he needs to be putting more videos up there. He's a very talented guitar player, and the videos that he has put up are of like 500 guitarists all put into one, and very metally covers of other songs. Now, I think he needs to do more. I also think he wouldn't do that bad on going on to OC Remix and putting some things up on there. But maybe if certain people was to go over there, see if they like his stuff, and then try to encourage him to make covers of songs of retro games they like, or wanted to see him do anything like that, that might give him a bit of a push. So guys, on the big screen right now there should be a big annotation to take him to his channel. Please go ahead and check out the videos that are on there. You may even see me doing a cameo in one of his videos. But for now, that's all we've got time for. So as always, I'd like to thank you for watching, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to say goodbye. Goodbye.